Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. Friends, this is where the Valley's favorite real estate agent comes to tell you everything you need to know about buying or selling your home. Now, here are your hosts this morning, Kelly Warren and Jim Warren.
Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we talk about real estate right here in the Valley. I'm your host, Kelly Warren, and I am in the studio this morning with co-host, handsome Jim Warren.
How many weeks are we going to do this?
So this week, we were in New York City with Barbara Corcoran.
Hold on, I was talking about my handsome Jim.
Well, that's what I was going.
Oh.
So I told Barbara that you were now handsome Jim.
Didn't know you told her
I feel like
that.
I told somebody else about that too.
You probably did. I mean, I am handsome.
Yes,
so.
But... you know, Barbara's a little flirty. She's hilarious. So Barbara Corcoran's now calling him Handsome Jim officially.
It's official.
Yes.
It's official. It's up at the top now.
I'm just like Real Estate Kelly.
And I'm Handsome Jim.
Anyway, so we are going to talk today about commercial real estate. We haven't had any conversations about that yet. And so we as real estate agents locally, our bread and butter is residential real estate because there's so many of that and we're well versed in that. But we actually sell a lot of commercial real estate too. We're happy to help our buyers and sellers in that arena. And so we've got several commercial listings that I was going to talk about. And along with those, go into some of the finer points of commercial real estate.
Commercial real estate, to me, so I haven't been doing this as long as you. And, you know, I'm not as versed as you are when it comes to a lot of the commercial real estate. So to me, it's like the Wild West. It's exciting.
Ooh.
It's all kinds of things are different and different things you have to go through and different avenues and different hoops you have to jump through for, you know, purchasing, selling, and all that fun stuff. So.
Yeah. It is fun. It's just something different. So one of the basic differences, the lingo is different. You know, when we're talking residential real estate, we're using all these lovely, you know, spacious kitchens and stunning whatevers. And it's a lot of sugary words that give you that warm feeling that people want to buy and sell and live here and experience home and life. And, you know, and I love that.
Yeah.
But with commercial real estate, it is about the numbers.
Yeah.
You know, it is all dollars and cents. You're not too committed to something. You're committed to a deal. So it is about where you're making money. And the terms and stuff that we're hearing with commercial real estate are more like ROIs and rent rolls and W-2s and tax returns and, you know, all of that stuff where it's finances at its core. How do you make money and what do you spend it to do it?
Yeah.
So fun stuff.
It's neat. I think it's cool. And I think the differences and stuff are really cool. So I like that. I'm excited.
Jim's a podcast junkie, if you didn't know that. So.
I am. And you know what? I've listened to a ton of them. And even the ones that get into commercial real estate, it's really cool. It's really cool, like people who buy different types of commercial properties and like, for example, commercial plazas where, you know, we all drive down the street. We see plazas. We see the Boardman Plaza. We see, you know, the plazas over in Howland where Giant Eagle is and all that stuff. So we see these different types of plazas and different investors and different people who make billions of dollars off of this type of real estate investing and the different thought processes that they use and the different avenues that they go. Like I listened to one guy and he said, I never put like two of the same type of business in a plaza.
I love that when you're a plaza owner and you're like catering to different because your client is now those tenants that are business owners. And so you don't want to put, you know, a Dunkin' Donuts next to a Starbucks, next to a Krispy Kreme. Like, you know, you'd be taking away from each other's business. Right.
So I always thought that was cool. And his logic actually behind it was parking. Like if I have just one restaurant and, you know, they're packed during dinner hours, but then I have a financial planner in there and he only has businesses
until 5 o'clock.
Yeah, until 5 o'clock. Right. Yeah. So it actually frees up parking lot space. Right. So it was just the different strategies and stuff that he took, I thought was really cool and a really good way to look at it. So, and the good thing about that is down the road, it helps his business as a property owner because Now he doesn't have tenants clashing heads. He doesn't have tenants fighting over parking space. He doesn't have tenants taking business from one to the other. So then he winds up, I keep having, my Dunkin' Donuts went out of business. Now I put in a Krispy Kreme, it went out of business,
Right.
So it's really cool that he used that logic to help his business grow.
Yep.
So
Love it. If you're just tuning in this morning, you were listening to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we are talking today about commercial real estate right here in the Valley. If you are the owner of commercial real estate that you were looking to sell, we'd love to help you out. You can give us a call or text at 330-717-2689 or visit us online at kellysoldit.com. If you're also looking to buy commercial real estate, we'd love to help you out in that arena too. We're very well versed at having sold several of these, and we speak your lingo, so that's what we've been talking about. Another difference that I see with commercial real estate that I wanted to hit on is residential real estate focuses on the MLS only, and then, the public sites like Realtor.com and Zillow.
Right.
But commercial real estate, the big ones are LoopNet and CoStar, and that's where you've got your commercial buyers looking.
Right.
So with our company, what's nice, the companies that are specifically only commercial real estate only do CoStar and LoopNet. They don't do the MLS as well.
Right.
So with us, you get the best of both worlds. You're in CoStar, LoopNet, and MLS. And if you're just tuning in and these are foreign words to you, this is just where the buyers are looking online. These are websites that you can find commercial properties.
yeah. So it's just one of those things that going into marketing and stuff also starts to matter.
You want to be where your
So-
buyer is.
Right. Exactly.
So we've got several commercial listings, and I wanted to talk through those. And as we talk about the properties, we can talk about the different nuances of those properties.
Now, I have a question. Do
Sure.
we have our commercial properties on kellysoldit.com?
Of course we do.
They're on kellysoldit.com.
Handsome Jim loves to throw that out there. So, anyhow, we have 2 bar and restaurant type establishments listed right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had much success with those in the past. Last year we had sold the White Rose in Masury. Lovely little spaghetti place, great recipe. The recipe's transferred with
I
the
ate
sale.
there.
So yeah, Jim's going to get contract signed, having like pre-lasagna lunch. Like, he's like, I can only go on the day that they make this.
Listen, that's how handsome Jim maintains his handsome figure.
So in a transaction like that, where you're not just selling the building, but now you're selling the furniture, the equipment, the recipes, there's value to those proprietary items.
Yeah.
The staff transferred over, the owner stayed on and helped the new owner learn how to run the business.
Yeah.
So all sorts of things like that. The liquor license is transferring. We're very familiar on how to do all those things. We sold another bar last year on 422. And then just this year, at the beginning of the year, we closed on the corner of the one in Vienna, the only big corner there. And they've turned that into a drive-through. They've reopened the drive-through, and
Right.
they have the Italian club in there too.
Yeah, didn't
So-
they have the Veterans Place?
Yes, the Veterans Place. Yes.
VFW.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. So the 2 that we have listed right now, we've got the Wagon Wheel, which is out in Leavittsburg, and that is 46 South Leavitt Road. We have that listed for $155. And then similar type of establishment, we have the NOS Club in Warren on 125 Nevada Avenue, listed for $59,900. If you want to be a business owner, there it is, $50,000. You own your own little slice of the American dream. Comes with a job where you're slinging some drinks, but a fun place. So NOS Club, let's start there. It's set up like a club. So you pay a little
Okay.
membership fee, and then you get cheaper drinks and stuff,
Oh, okay, cool.
They've got pool tables, and they've got, poker arcade games and stuff like that, where those are not owned by the owner. So they'll stay in place. They'll transfer to the new buyer, but what's transferring to you is the lease.
Yeah.
And then you make some money each month off of those extra services, and you don't have to do anything else. And it makes your establishment more fun because you've got things there for people to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So tables and chairs, bar equipment, stuff like that transfers. That one has a fenced in back area where they do cornhole and those kind of horseshoes, those kind of games. They've got cookout equipment there. So in the summer, they'll offer pulled pork sandwiches or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, it's a fun place. It's a good establishment. They've got a great clientele, and it's definitely got some room to grow too. So if you're looking to be a business owner with ideas on how to grow your business, $59,900. Like, I can't even believe that we are so fortunate in our area that you can be a business owner for that.
Oh, man.
And own the real estate that it sits on, too. That's insane.
Well, and if you take that anywhere else in the world, you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to even just start, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that bar's been in business for 30 years. Liquor license transfers with it and everything.
That's awesome.
So we've got the Wagon Wheel in Leavittsburg. Same type of business. It's not a club, so it's just a public open bar.
Okay.
Jim is smiling at me.
Sorry, that's when I lived in Leavittsburg for a little bit, and my grandmother lived in Leavittsburg, and my mom and dad are from Leavittsburg. So the Wagon Wheels.
Reminiscing about fun times over there.
Oh man, I was in trouble all the time. But no, like it's cool. Like that's one of the places that I remember hearing growing up.
It is well known in the area. They have a great clientele there too. We've got this one listed at 155. It's an all brick building. It has a basement. It's what is it about?
For what that is, that's a really good deal too.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. So.
It has got 3 parcels. So you've got the lot that it actually sits on. You've got that corner lot that's the parking lot, and you've got the lot behind it. Mm-hmm. And they've got a nice covered back deck and area too. So, in the summertime, take your drink out there or have a cigarette out there or whatever, because you can't do that inside anymore. They run a pool league out of there. So the pool nights are their busy nights. That's probably how you know it. Your mom was into billiards.
Yep,
so
exactly.
They've got the lottery machines. They have a 3-keg draft system, which is new, and their ice machine is new, and their 2 beer coolers are all newer in the last couple years. And all transfers with it. And so does the equipment and the glasses and the bar stools and all that kind of stuff, the liquor licenses. So you're not just purchasing real estate, but you're purchasing an income opportunity in an up and running business establishment. So I love that. I love that you can do that. If you're interested in either of those properties, give us a call, 330-717-2689, or
KellySoldIt.com.
Inquire online at KellySoldIt.com. All right, what time we got? We good?
Yeah,
Gonna keep talking.
Good.
All right. So different type of real estate. So we're out of the bar restaurant industry here. Let's talk about some other commercial real estate.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing about commercial real estate is it's not always just a restaurant or a bar. It doesn't always, provide food or stuff. There's all different ways to do commercial.
Well, and so if you were buying those buildings and you didn't want to be a bar owner, you could turn them into anything. Like the Wagon Wheel, you could easily turn it into a different, just a restaurant or whatever.
Right.
But you could turn it into a floral shop. You could turn it into whatever you own the building.
That's the cool thing.
You could be the landowner and you could rent out the business part, and somebody else could run the bar and pay you rent, and you just collect on your real estate. So lots of opportunities, which is the great part.
Yeah, commercial is really cool when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
So let's talk commercial land. Vacant land that is commercial zoned. So the endless freaking possibilities with that stuff. This is exciting, right?
Exactly. That's the commercial land. It gets crazy, the cool stuff you can do.
Right. So what's the key to the commercial land? Do you know where I'm going with this?
No, I have no idea.
Location.
Oh, well, that's all real estate. It's all about location.
But so not just location of where it's at, which is key, but location to where you can get to from it. So we have got in Calcutta, down the East Liverpool area, but the Calcutta side, we have got 3 corners listed. So you can purchase all 3 corners. Right now, there is on it a house with 2 apartments for rent on one of the corners. The other 2 are vacant lots.
Okay.
But you can do anything with these. You can have people built to suit. You can build and run your businesses. But high traffic when you've got those corners like that, businesses like Walgreens and Rite Aids and things only buy on corners.
Right.
So there's a lot of value to that. Yep. True. Gas stations are great. So these 3 corners in Calcutta is listed at $385. An address, if you're interested down there, is 49027 Calcutta Smith Ferry Road. So that's where we are. And what's great about this is easy access to Route 11, easy access to Pennsylvania and West Virginia, easy access to, the rest of Columbiana and into Mahoning counties. So I love that. $385. You can own the 3 corners in East Liverpool.
Awesome.
In Calcutta.
Calcutta. Yeah.
And we just listed 6 days on the market, 483 North Canfield Niles Road. This we're selling it one of 2 ways, so people have an option here.
Awesome.
It's by the casino in Austintown.
Oh,
by the Hollywood Gaming. Yes. So you've got your easy access to Route 11, 80, 76, 680. Like you're going anywhere from there.
Yeah. To me, for commercial, that is such a big spot.
And that area is going to go booming. It's going to grow.
That's the thing that's crazy about it. And with the casino there, you have all the fast food joints. You're right off the freeway.
But there's still so much land over there. I am waiting for the Cheesecake Factories and the nice restaurants to come in.
Fancy stuff. Fancy stuff.
So what we've got at 483 North Campfield Niles Road, we have a building. It used to be a home, but they were running a trucking building out of it.
Okay.
And then in the back, there's also a 40 by 56 pole barn with 12-foot doors. So he was running a trucking company, office stuff in the front building, some storage and trucks in the back, lots of parking there. $325 for that. That's an acre and a half. And then right beside it, he owns another acre and a half of vacant land that is the corner of Route 46 and Ashley Circle. There's a nursing home behind it on Ashley Circle. Nice. So you could have 3 full acres all connected together for $650, or the part with the house and the barn and the land without the corner for $325. And you can't beat those. And so much possibility with that house type building. You could run insurance, doctor's office, those kind of things out of it.
Yep.
And then you could rent out the trucking space in the back, the big barn, or you can knock it down and start your own thing. Something big like an Olive Garden could even take over the whole corner and put in parking lots and all that stuff.
Yep.
So I'm so excited about all this commercial real estate that we need to take a quick break. So we're going to take a minute and get a word in. If you're listening and you have some interest in commercial real estate, be sure to give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com.
kellysoldit.com.
We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, if you need to sell your home without all the headaches most people experience, hey, Sean Hannity here to tell you that after years of buying, selling, investing millions of dollars in real estate, that all real estate agents do not operate the same way. Now, what makes the difference between a home selling fast and for top dollar and one that sits on the market for months and doesn't even sell at all? Well, you have a great American right in your backyard that I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Kelly Warren with Kelly Warren and Associates Real Estate Solutions. She services the entire Mahoning Valley, attracts hundreds of buyers every week, and sells an average 3 homes every week. Kelly spends thousands of dollars every month and creates demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. Don't play games with your home. Call Kelly at 330-717-2689. That's 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com. That's kellysoldit.com.
Welcome back to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. If you are just tuning in, we are talking commercial real estate this morning. So we've been having fun talking about some of our properties that are on market that are commercial zoned and the different uses for them and the different caveats about commercial real estate. So I've got 2 more properties I wanted to run through, and then Jim is going to give me...
Can I ask you a question first?
Okay.
So we're talking about commercial real estate. How is commercial real estate financing different?
Commercial real estate financing is
compared to, residential real estate.
Sure. So with residential real estate, we've got our VA, we've got our FHA, we've got our conventional, you've got low down payment options, you've got seller financing assist, all that kind of stuff. Commercial real estate is a little bit different. You do have to put more money down. You're coming into this as an investment. You've got money in the game. So I believe minimums are 25% down. Yes.
For all of our investment properties, yes, they have been.
I believe it's 25% down on commercial financing.
I think it can change.
Well, what you can do is you can have different seller assists. You can have different financing breakdowns. You can pay the sellers over time. You can have, the 80-20 loans, that kind of stuff. You can have investors sharing in cost and things like that with you and pay them off at different times. So there's lots of creative ways to finance commercially, but you're not doing any of those 3% down and out the door,
Right. Well, and the other cool things about it is if you get into them and they're established and you get, different tenants in a commercial plaza again, the banks don't base the value off of what the neighbors are doing or what the building across the street's doing. They base the value off of what your building's doing. So if you produce income from that building, they then can...
So appraisals can be done a couple different ways on it.
Right.
You can appraise the real estate based on real estate around it. you can appraise the business based on what the business is doing and on the business numbers.
Yeah.
So you can use then your functioning business to finance other commercial ventures. So that's all fun stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Commercial gets into crazy stuff.
It does.
It's awesome.
Another fun thing, because we met with our accountant this week in tax
fun.
prep season.
That wasn't fun.
That wasn't fun, unfortunately. But what's fun about commercial real estate is accelerated depreciation.
Well, that's the one that you learned this year.
That is fun.
That was
so
fun
I
to
heard
you.
about that on a podcast from Jim. And on the podcast, they had talked about there's 3 different reasons why you'd get into commercial real estate. The idea of wealth building and building your future through real estate. The idea of, I'm missing the third one, it's not coming to my brain right now, the tax write-offs, which would be the commercial tax accelerated depreciation.
Yeah.
So if I buy a residential investment property right now, I am depreciating that over, I think it's 29 years or something, 27 years, something like that.
I think it's 28.
Okay, Jim says 28. So you're taking the price of the building, you're carving it up over those years. And that doesn't matter whether you're financing it or whether you're buying it outright. But with commercial, where you can do the accelerated tax is you can carve out pieces of it. So you can say, we bought the flooring, we bought the desks, we bought these bars that we were just talking about, the furniture, the ice makers, all of these things you can take full
Heating,
tax
cooling,
depreciation on right
all that
now.
stuff,
And then the shell of the building you carve out over your 30 years.
Yep.
Yep. So
I think in commercial real
It was
estate,
longer.
it adjusts longer. So
yeah.
Cool.
It's all cool stuff.
All right, so what else you got?
All right, so we got 2 more properties we're talking about. 5226 Youngstown Poland Road. This is Yopo out in Struthers Poland area. We are on market for $129,900 as a purchase, or $950 a month. Somebody can rent this building. This was a 3-bedroom ranch house that had been converted into office space. So it's got a couple of offices. It's got the kitchen break room space.
It's got a big parking lot.
Yeah. It's got the attached garage, which they then turned into another office space. It does have a backyard, so you could build onto, add onto, and or even possibly turn that into additional parking. And it does have the front, which is a full parking lot now where it would have been a front yard. And that's high traffic location. You've got good signage there. You've got a nice mix of different businesses around you. Easy access to both 680, from Poland or Struthers direction. So
yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. And this is a good price for this. So since it was functioning last as an office space, any type of office would be great to move in there. Any kind of billing or payroll place, like accounting, insurance, whatever. It functioned well for that, and it could have obviously been redone for any other type of business. I got some calls on it where little clothing boutique, daycare, used car lot, a small one, so little bakery place. So we've gotten different calls where people have wanted to use it for different things that it's just so interesting to hear what the
they
people
do
have.
a lot of eBay selling and stuff, and
It'd be great for something like that.
Yeah, they thought that would be cool.
Okay. So we've got another one here, 890 South Irvine in Masury. This is another one of those that I think is a steal, $85,000, and you're a business owner, just like that. This was most recently used as a car dealership for 20 some years. And this is where we talk about that location being key again. This is by the PA line. This is great access to all of Trumbull County. It's right on 62, right by Hubbard and Sharon, right there where they connect.
Yeah, where the line is. That's awesome in Masury.
So, you can't beat that. It's about 1/4 of an acre, 50 foot of frontage, little brick building for the office, and then paved yard for the cars or whatever you want to do with it.
So that's cool.
So good stuff. If you're just tuning in, this is Kelly Warren and Associates talking about real estate radio right here in the Valley. You can find any of the properties that we've talked about online at kellysoldit.com, or you can call or text us at 330-717-2689. We also do questions from our listeners, so you can always email in and send your emails to askkelly@kellysoldit.com. We talk about different topics every week, and so this week I knew we were talking commercial real estate, so the questions that had popped in about getting your home ready for spring and things like that, I just went ahead and answered those online. I didn't bring them in today. because they didn't really apply to this topic. But you can email us anytime about any topic. Ask Kelly at kellysoldit.com. We love to offer real estate advice. So last week we were talking about investing in real estate, and we're going to do a second week of that in one of these coming weeks where we're going to have another guest in the studio with us talking about real estate investing.
Who are we bringing in?
David.
Oh, okay.
One of our investors and our agents.
Awesome.
So, but I wanted to talk while we're going commercial. Let's go on about commercial as investment. So not just would you go into this as a business owner, but Jim has been listening to the Cash Flow Quadrant book.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one.
So, so there's 4 quadrants in the book. Tell them to me because I forget. E, B.
E and S are on
Okay.
the left side.
Okay.
And B and I are on the right side.
Okay. So E and S are you're an employee or you're self-employed, right?
Correct.
Okay. So those are just our general run-of-the-mill jobs. So say
That's
that you're
90% of
right.
America.
That's most of the people. So say that you're listening right now and you fall into employee or self-employed, and you want to be where the money-making part of the world is, where the wealth building is on the other side of the quadrant. And the letters were what again?
B and I.
B and I, business owner and investor. Mm-hmm. So you'd rather pick up one of these, pick up the freaking NOS Club for $59,000.
And hop
Take
over
that
to
money.
the B side.
You've been an E, you've been an employee for 20 years now. You're going to work and punching somebody else's time clock every day. And you've built yourself up a little 401k and you've got a little nest egg there and you've had dreams of being a business owner. And here's the opportunity. So you pull some money out of your 401k, you take a loan against yourself. You need the 25% down payment. What's 25% of 60 grand?
We are not financial advisors.
Yeah, or attorneys. I'm just giving you guys some great ideas
It's
here.
$12,000.
Okay, so 12 grand. You pull 12 grand out of your 401k. 12 grand out of your 401k as a down payment, and you are moving yourself from one side of the quadrant to the other side of the quadrant where you are now making money for yourself, building a business for yourself.
Yep.
That business has got so much room to grow and change too. So if you've got ideas on, I would start a pool league or I would do a, food truck every whatever, there's so much that you could do with a different generation of clients than what they're already attracting. So you keep the current business that they've been used to and you add to it and you start making money for yourself in a whole different way of looking at things.
Yeah, if you start to get into all kinds of crazy stuff and business ownership and investing and all kinds of cool stuff that is out there, and it's fun, and obviously there's always a risk and something to be afraid of, and where you are in your life just determines, what you can and can't do. So, and what you're willing to risk. So
these
neat.
are things that Jim loves to talk about. So if you're listening and you're that guy and you're thinking, I've got to make some changes in my life so that I'm not just working for somebody else till the day that I die, and you want to buy some commercial real estate and do your own business, you got to give Jim a call at 330-717-2689.
Yeah, or kellysoldit.com.
Okay. What's the name of that book in case somebody is interested and they want to check that out further
That
themselves?
was the Cash Flow Quadrant.
Is that Robert Kiyosaki?
Yes.
Okay,
by the
Robert
same
Kiyosaki.
guy.
He's the Rich Dad Poor Dad author, so that may be a little bit more familiar to people. That was a big book. Gosh, my grandfather had recommended that I read that like 20 years ago, and I wish that I would have then and taken it more seriously then.
We read it 20 years ago.
Did we? Okay.
But we didn't really start to apply it till later in life, which is cool. So,
those things that we do where we kick ourselves, like if I would have listened, if I would have known.
Wow. And think about it and think of the way we talk to our children. We're like, hey, start focusing now because you don't want to wait 20 years to do this stuff. You want to start living your life and building something that will help you in the future. And that's why we have those conversations with them.
Well, there's an old Japanese proverb, when's the best time to plant a tree?
20 years ago.
20 years ago. And when's the second best time to plant the tree?
Right now.
Today. Do it now. Don't wait any longer. Don't be 20 years from now still thinking, I wish I would have done it,
Right.
So I love that fun stuff. So anyway, we're into April. We're into the spring market. We've got Easter next week. If you are thinking about moving back to residential here for a second, because I got to give a plug because it is that time of year. If you are thinking about moving and you want a new home and this is the year that your family plans to do that, it's time to get ready to get on the market. So give us a call. We'd love to give you a free market analysis where we tell you what your home is worth and what you need to do to get it on the market. The spring season starts bustling right after Easter, so you've got to be on the market for May. Get it under contract for you in June, have you move over the summer while the kids are out of school, and you'll be back at it come fall.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it might actually, because Easter's so late this year, I think it might actually push the market in a little earlier.
Okay, so if you want that free market analysis for your home, give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689 or send me an email, kelly@kellysoldit.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.
If you're thinking about selling your home, call the only agent to trust, Kelly Warren. Kelly guarantees to sell your home or she'll buy it. Call 330-717-2689 or go to kellysoldit.com. Join Kelly for Real Estate Radio every Sunday at 8 on 570 WKBN.